Hello, Landscaper here, and today I'm going to show you around our mock-up of the United Space Confederation's Guilded Server. The USC is an organization within Star Citizen, an ambitious game currently under development by Cloud Imperium Games. The USC's collective goal is to create a prosperous governmental faction within the uncertain universe that the game is sure to eventually provide, as it is still in alpha phase of its development at the time of making this video for you guys. One of the mandates given to the leadership team here at the United Space Confederation is to provide the tools that will assist our members in creating gameplay content for individuals, small groups, and eventually large groups once the game's servers are able to support them. We're interested in providing the tools and the bandwidth our members require to develop and implement their gameplay ideals within the Star Citizen sandbox. A small group of USC members have worked on testing Guilded to ascertain if we should transition our comms, chat, and mission planning over to it from Discord. We also wanted to explore how this tool could be leveraged to help the USC support its growing membership. It is our hope that you'll find this video useful in deciding if Guilded is a worthwhile tool for the USC to consider moving over to. Disclaimer time. We're not by any means professional Guilded experts, and I'm personally still learning the nuances of Guilded. However, I signed up for the Guilded beta in January 2019 and have been poking at it ever since. Recently, on behalf of the USC, I submitted an application for the Guilded Partnership. The partnership will allow the USC to enjoy extra perks and have early access to new tools they have planned before they're released to the public. I will update the org via newsletter once they deliver a decision either way. To date, Guilded is free of charge, and a mock-up I'm about to show you required no subscription or fees in order for us to set up. They recently introduced a subscription model that allows servers to charge for access or allow the server owner to accept Patreon-style donations starting at $1. I will speak more to this new feature later in the video. The support staff over on the Guilded server have been responsive and helpful to me, so if you have any technical issues or concerns with the Guilded app, they can certainly help you. If you have general questions, feel free to post in the comments below or message me directly. A big thank you to Kane. He's been a major help in setting up the USC Guilded server, and he stands ready to help with questions or concerns as well. This was certainly a group effort, so a special thanks goes out to all of you who contributed in the many and meaningful ways by kicking the tires, breaking comms, and pushing all the buttons at the same time. In the name of science, of course. Let's move forward by beginning our tour. We'll begin by pointing out what Guilded is, its key features, the tools it could provide the USC as a whole, and we'll also look at the tools it provides individual members. We'll wrap up with general good-to-know information and a brief conclusion at the end. I've broken the video into various segments. Please find them in the list in the description below. Feel free to give me your feedback in the comments and let me know if I missed a Guilded feature that you feel could be useful to the org. Let's get on with it. Alright, so let's take a look at an overview, especially in regards to the question of what is Guilded. While helping set up various USC teams during the recent rejuvenation period of the USC, we frequently sought out supplemental tools like Google Calendar and Google Forms to help us get organized. This is when I noticed that some organizations in the Star Citizen community were actively discussing a move over to Guilded because it has the tools they deemed were missing from Discord. At that point, it became clear to me that Discord's current feature set isn't focused on what gaming groups need in order to operate at their full potential. In our current situation, we are focused, or forced I should say, to rely on bots, third-party applications, and exterior Google tools to fulfill our organizational needs. We attempted to showcase Guilded about 9 months ago to the organization, and to be honest, we failed at adequately explaining how to use its tiered comm system, let alone the fact that it was lacking some of the tools I'll be showing you here today. Around 6 months ago, we assembled a small strike team to explore and test out Guilded slowly. to seriously learn and understand this toolset and to help build this mock-up as a case study for what a USC org server will look like. According to Screen Rant, Guilded is an app that can provide additional support for a party or guild. Gamers hoping to optimize results will find it can help them stay organized and better communicate their plans and goals. Although there are other tools that offer similar functionality, Guilded appears to provide a heightened level of support for the gaming community. And according to TechCrunch, Guilded is creating a chat platform designed for competitive gaming and esports that focuses heavily on keeping gamers organized and connected with their teams. Discord is really great for a lot of communities, but we're building chat specifically for gamers, said Guilded CEO Eli Brown. TechCrunch goes on to say, Guilded's challenge will be that it has to chip away at competing products, namely Discord, and achieving a critical mass of users and servers that can sustain moving forward. So what phase of development is Guilded in? The service is currently live and open to everyone. Nearly bi-weekly update posts lists new features, improvements, and bug fixes. Periodic requests for feedback are requested by the developers. And here I'm showing you a change log. Yeah, feel free to visit the Guilded Server to take a look at these change logs and these bug fixes. It's an ongoing process, and it's looking good. Some may even ask, isn't it still buggy? However, during our setup of the USC Guilded Server mockup, we've had no major blocking bugs. Any issues we've had or tools we didn't understand were taken care of by interacting with the Guilded support server. Guilded has plans to expand its features and seem intent on listening to the growing community of gamers. Why is Guilded a good alternative to Discord? According to Screen Rant, essentially Guilded has the potential to act as a nerve center for gamers and their parties. Guilded is a server that faces tough competition, considering many Star Citizen orgs are likely already heavily invested in Discord, ourselves included. CIG offers Spectrum with its forum and org page features, and it has a nifty in-game voice comms and global chat feature as well. This video isn't about why Guilded is better than any of the other options, so I will stay away from side-by-side comparisons in this video. This video will focus on showing Guilded features that our org specifically may benefit from. It'll be up to us to decide on switching over completely or using Guilded to supplement our current comms model, much how we currently use bots and third parties, or just staying with what we already have set up over on Discord. It is our objective to effectively communicate this time around that we've learned about Guilded and found out ways that it could benefit the USC, and we're happy to. When the Star Citizen community visits the USC Guilded server, they are likely to land on the overview page. What we like about this is that it serves almost as a website landing page, and that it provides a brief summary of the org, lists key information such as our start date and the number of our members. It goes on to list our social sites and offers a list of the games we follow. Furthermore, it shows upcoming events and the latest announcements. This is a great front-facing page to visitors and members alike. Here we have an application for membership that's already built in. Currently, in an effort to become efficient and organized with our recruitment and member roster management, we created a Google form to collect applications and then place that data on a Google Sheet. To be honest, the Google form has really been successful in capturing all of our recent applicants, and the recruitment team has benefited from its reporting mechanism. I've created an application in Guilded that is exactly like the one we're currently using in the Google form. Under an alternate account, I've tested to see where the completed application lands and if we can use it on a spreadsheet such as Google Sheets, and the answer at this point is no. However, the recruitment team can comment and debate directly on the application page, as well as attach items and documents, which we currently can't do. Recently, Guilded added the option of adding subscriptions to our servers. In our case, the USC will never add a paywall in order for members to gain access to content or information. However, the subscription service does allow for the server to accept donations in the form of Patreon style systems and using a credit card to make monthly donations to the org. These donations can be made by either members or admirers of the org. However, donations would not buy any perks or benefits that provide advantages to the person who is donating. I've tested this feature by creating an alternate Guilded Tester account. It works really well and was relatively painless to enter my payment via Stripe. I like it better than using our current PayPal setup because the fees are lower and the information is available for all leaders to see. USC Server. This is the main server that essentially serves as the main gathering space for both visitors from the Star Citizen community and members of the USC organization. Here, participants can access announcements, the main calendar, forums, resources, and view members' schedule. Let's take a quick look at each of these channels. Let's look at announcements. I've been practicing with this space by posting our USC newsletters. I tend to select a cool image and insert a link to the actual newsletter in a description immediately under the image. Seems to work quite well. I like it. Alright, here guys we have the calendar. I think the calendar is a very powerful feature that Guilded has to offer the USC. On the main calendar, folks will be able to see all of the public-facing events at a glance and by color code. Notice the local time UTC toggle, which is quite handy. And you can also check out the month upcoming view toggle. You can then drill down a level by clicking once on events that you're interested in. There we go. And then you can quickly select from a drop down that you intend to attend or update the team on what your attendance status will be. A second click allows you to drill down further where you'll have access to the entire event description. And as you can see, it can get quite lengthy and descriptive, which is great for our content creation team. And it also will show you a list of participants as they indicate their attendance status. And Guilded even provides a chat room so that you can ask questions and prepare for the event with your group. Remember the good old days of engine forums? Well, the nostalgia of starting and participating in forum stalking and shenanigans are back. Guilded has a nice forums feature, and it will allow adequate space for topic-specific chats and other shenanigans. It's pretty cool. Alright, next up guys, we have the resources tab. This area allows for the storing of documents and other forms that may be specific to a topic or a department. It's like having a built-in file cabinet or even a good replacement to the third-party app like Google Drive that we currently use. And so here I'm trying to show off how you could click through and be able to check out some of the links and files and documents all from the Guilded app. Alright guys, let's head over to the schedule tab. And here it is. This simple yet wonderful tool allows you to show everyone what time you'll be available for an invite to play Star Citizen. It's a pretty handy tool that is great for letting folks know what time you'll be online, if you're available to be bothered to entertain requests to fly or play in the game. You can also use this on your phone app. So if you're planning your day early in the morning before you head out to work, you can let everyone know what time you'll be back online. You can also list in the description field what your intentions are, like if you want to focus on mining or if you're going to go to a specific place, if you already are logged in or I'm sorry, if you've already selected a bed on in a certain place, you can let someone know that, hey, when I come on at 6 p.m., I'll be at Microtech and I'll be ready to go do some mining, but I can only stick around for 90 minutes. So it's pretty cool, man. I like this feature very much. It's just very powerful and something that our content creators and people who want to enjoy our sandbox gameplay creation would find quite handy. Alright guys, let's take a look at the members list. The members list is a tool that moderators will mostly use to organize members into their respective groups. We have 5 colors on tags: yellow, blue, purple, green, and gold. Gold is non-mandatory. Yellow represents your USC hierarchy level. Blue represents your USC comms hierarchy level. Purple represents the USC department that you most affiliate yourself with. And green represents if you would like to be pinged by other members to be asked to play Star Citizen or not. Basically flight ready or not ready for flight. Just following the development and here to join the guild and just stay abreast of citizen news and jump in once in a while. These color codes and nomenclature are subject to change, of course, so this is all a work in progress. Cool beans. Okay, let's take a look at some Star Citizen channels under the Guilded Server. As you can see, we're still under the main USC server tab and looking at the Star Citizen related channels here. Here you'll find CIG news for members to stay updated on. This is automatically updated with the help of a bot. As a matter of fact, Guilded just announced a whole slew of bot support coming our way. Star Citizen related media created by members to share with the org is here. Streaming features are obvious. It allows you to do screen captures, which is an interesting thing to note, as well as provide streaming and screen share options. Next, the text feature. What's interesting about the text tool is the way Guilded keeps the channel section relatively clean to one text channel. They achieve this by nesting our branching conversations within the chat room, and when that particular conversation is over, you can decide to delete it or archive it. Lastly, voice chat. Again, Guilded allows for the nesting of voice rooms, and it can be deleted after they're done. Yep, there we go. Small to large group impacts. Well, looking at how Guilded supports our groups from small to relatively large, we'll use what Guilded calls group tabs. Group tabs allow us to form the various entities within our organization, such as the Office of Immigration and Resettlement, which is our recruitment and new member check-in area. Guilded also allows us to set up our departments and other governmental offices, and here are some examples of that. Each group tab can have the same tools we've already discussed that we found under our main server tab. However, the content here can be much more specific and private. Conversations, documents, event content creation, scheduled events, and archives are conveniently organized under these corresponding tabs. Comms hierarchy, which is another powerful tool and something that Discord typically doesn't have, allows us to have voice lobbies where we can add new voice rooms and we can easily track chat at the same time regardless of the party or the hierarchy that you're in. You can edit the voice chat room names and limit the amount of people that you want to connect to the room via the slider. And you can set up comms that follow hierarchy rule sets, especially useful to avoid stepping on each other when we're doing big events, especially big in-game events. Here we're taking a look at how Guilded can impact us on an individual basis. Individual members may find some value in this. We have tournaments. When you create a tournament on Guilded, it'll create a calendar channel that shows the tournament schedule. When a match is ready, it'll create a shared chat channel for participants to coordinate. When a team needs support, it'll create a chat thread with the tournament admins. When teams need to reschedule a match, Guilded will create a scheduling channel to help them do so easily. And Guilded tournaments look and feel great and are fully supported on web, desktop, and the apps on your Apple and Android phones. Personally, I envision using this as a tool to set up our racing group and other competition type events that could benefit from the use of brackets to track placement and award prizes. We can finally have a USC poker night. We're currently experimenting with tournaments to see if it'll support our quarterly meta contests. Also, you can use this tool to build a tournament hosting team. We've also learned that you can include sponsorships. This will come in handy for both our sandbox created gameplay contests as well as our roleplay efforts. Okay, we got direct messages here next. Relatively straightforward. You'll notice Guilded provides you with a really big list of emojis. I'll show you that here in a second. There we go. Oh, come back. There we go. Yeah, and they don't tend to be locked behind a paywall. So that's pretty cool. Alrighty. Okay, guys, so one of the last things I wanted to point out to you all during this tour is the user customizable profile for you as an individual. So I'll just show you my profile. It's a nice personal page which lists current games that you play or have interest in. Reminds me of Engine back in the day. There's a status feed that allows you to post random goodness about what you're up to. You'll have the opportunity to place a short bio about yourself and list your social media and other connection info. Guilded provides a media folder where you can place content that's relevant to you and the game. No need to search around on your browser for bookmarks or pull up your Google Drive. Guilded lists the servers you follow with the application, and lastly, you have a friends list that you can utilize. Alright guys, so in conclusion, we wanted to concisely showcase the main attributes of Guilded to the USC membership. This tour provided the opportunity of having our small team test out the main tools that makes Guilded a game-friendly application. We hope you might find value in this video, enough to share it with a fellow org mate. We think Guilded would benefit the org and provide a home for tools and organization for the USC's friends, visitors, members, and our leadership. If you're interested in joining our Active Star Citizen organization, please consider visiting our site for more information and instructions on how to apply for membership. Do you have any experiences or feedback on Guilded? Do you think Guilded is what Discord sought out to be 5 years ago with their vacuum cleaner advertisement? Feel free to leave your thoughts and ideas in the comments. Thank you for watching. Landscaper out. Here, have a piece of chicken.